Hello and welcome back to Nightmare Echoes. I'm your host Eleazar, and I'm here again with host Margo. Margo, how's it going?
Good, hello.
All right, what are we watching today?
Renfield.
Or reviewing. Renfield 2023, starring Nicolas, Hoult, Nicolas Cage, and Awkwafina.
Another non-horror movie.
It's so
has a lot of horror elements to it,
It's got
though.
Dracula.
Yes. But
And
because I'm a baby who cannot watch scary movies,
You weren't terrified?
this is where we're at.
Oh man, this movie. Okay, so if we go over non-spoiler review first, I love the gore. I love Nicolas Cage as Dracula. I love Nicolas Hoult as Renfield. Awkwafina was funny at times for me. I don't know. I love her in a lot of things. I don't know if she was my favorite part of this movie. The Lobos family was hit or miss for me. What did you think of all that?
Yeah, I pretty much agree. Nicolas Cage was Nicolas Caging it up in the best way. He was amazing.
Completely.
Yeah, it had a lot of gore in it, which was pretty fun, and like crazy fight scenes, like defying the laws of physics, which is pretty fun. It was a fun movie. I don't know that I would say it was a good movie per se.
I definitely recommend anybody to watch it that hasn't seen it.
Well, it depends on the person, I think.
Does it? Okay. All right.
I agree that Awkwafina was a weird casting choice. They did like a lot of comedic actors, but I wouldn't say that she was like being super funny mostly. Sometimes she was, and sometimes she really wasn't.
Right.
Yeah, I do like the guy, and I don't remember the actor's name, but the guy who plays
Teddy Lobo?
Teddy Lobos.
Yeah.
I know most from Parks and Rec. I think that's where he became the most famous. But anyway, he was pretty fun. But yeah, it's like
Ben
Schwartz. Ben Schwartz. The movie did not make a lot of sense, but that didn't bother me.
Sure. Yeah. I was fun to me.
I feel like it's like kind of suffered from too much plot. Like, why is there so many plot elements to this movie?
Yeah, I guess I could have done without the police force plot.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the Lobos in the end made sense. For a little bit there, I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But it came together.
Yeah.
In the end. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, we're about to spoil the whole thing. So if you want to pause and go watch it and come back, totally do so. But the movie opens up and we see that Renfield is telling us that he's in a destructive, toxic relationship, and that relationship was with Dracula. We have a flashback where the movie goes black and white. The aspect ratio changes. I watched behind the scenes where they superimposed Nicolas Cage and Nick Hoult onto the 1931 Dracula movie.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
So that's scenes from a really old movie, and they just put their heads on them so that we get those flashbacks.
So it's like the actual movie?
Yeah, it's like a sequel to that movie,
Yeah.
which is really funny.
Yeah.
Which is cool. And then we find out that Renfield gets his power from consuming bugs.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's something about Renfield, like in the book Dracula, but I don't remember why. That he does eat bugs.
He does eat bugs when he's in prison, is what I read somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know that it's given him power. I just think that it's something he does.
No, I don't think so either. I think he just eats bugs for whatever reason.
I think they were able to use it.
But yeah, in this one, he's getting his strength or whatever, his magic powers from the bugs.
And he's super strong.
I'm just like, this doesn't sound not bad.
Right.
You have to get over eating bugs, but I think eat a couple bugs, you probably get over it.
Right. Well, his powers are just being super strong. Where Dracula throughout the movie.
Well, he's living forever too.
This is true.
Yeah.
He is. So that's immortality. But these are all Dracula's powers that we're seeing in the movie. We have levitation, mind control, telepathy, immortality, which he does share, superhuman strength he shares as well, physical regeneration. The bugs help heal him, but he needs Dracula's blood to heal him.
Yeah.
Right? Turning into bats, turning into fog, controlling fog, healing people with blood, and turning people into vampires. Did he turn people into vampires?
I don't think he did.
No, he just turned minions.
Turned them into
minions. Okay, so I think it's a typo.
Yeah.
All right.
But he probably can change people into vampires. I don't know. He just doesn't do it in this movie.
He doesn't do it in this movie, right? Yeah, we don't see that. All right, so a part of the flashback, we see where Dracula's fighting the church. He wakes up Renfield by calling to his mind. He goes up there and sees that they have him in a protection circle. Priests are like, come on, side with us. You could be free.
Yeah.
And Dracula convinces them that not only will he not be free, that they will kill him because of all the evil he's done alongside Dracula. He convinces him enough that he throws his, I guess, house shoe or sandal into the circle.
House slipper,
his house slipper into the circle, and it breaks it up. Dracula turns into fog, goes into the priest, cardinal, whatever it is, and explodes him from the inside.
Yeah.
It's super gory. From behind him, a guy with a crossbow armed with a stake shoots him. Dracula dodges it, but it gets the curtain, lets the light in, sunlight in, and he's burned to a crisp like crazy.
Yeah.
And then Renfield takes care of him.
Yeah.
To get him back.
See, this is, at this point, Dracula is needs Renfield to completely take care of him.
Yeah. I mean, he couldn't do much. He's like burned to a crisp.
So this is where I'm like, dude, just live your life, man. Wait until but I guess he'll be really mad when he comes.
When he finally figures out, he might maybe survive on rats or something and he comes back. Like in Interview with a Vampire where Tom Cruise's character.
Or do you think it's like some kind of mind control almost?
I mean, I think it's like codependent.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, like, I mean, well, they definitely say that in the movie. But anyway, he's so used to serving him.
He's like burned to a crisp. And,
yeah, completely.
Yeah, it looks pretty gross.
It does.
It's pretty good. Very good. I have to say this. I did not say this in my review. The makeup is amazing in this movie.
Yeah.
The sets are really cool.
They're very colorful.
Yeah, a lot of the
sets.
They're
kind of like colorful Batman Returns kind of colorful.
Yeah, they're really cool. All right.
Which is nice. So we go to this meeting. We learn he goes to these meetings not because he acknowledges that he himself is a codependent, but he was following Bob. We find that out later. He was following Bob because he thought he would make a good snack for Dracula. But then we realize he's going to this meeting that all these people have monsters of their own in their lives and that he can feed those monsters to Dracula.
Yeah. How many years in the future is this? Do you guess?
I thought it was modern day.
I know, but did the sunlight burning him whatever happen a really long time ago?
Oh, maybe it was a few months ago.
I don't know, because he kind of says it's like a pattern that he'll heal him up and then he'll go crazy, or Dracula will go.
Oh, yeah. So that scene might have happened the 30s and then this happened again recently.
I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, was it old timey or was it semi recently?
I'm not sure, but you're right. I think that scene could have been timeless because it's a pattern that happens all the time.
Yeah.
And so he's just in the cycle again where he's trying to slowly get him.
You know what? And he does. I think the vampire killer says something like, we're the last.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're like, we're the last of our kind. If you kill us.
Yeah, then
all the blood, all the blood that he spills in the future will be on your hands.
Yeah, that's right.
It's your fault, Renfield. It's your fault because he doesn't feel bad enough about himself. And then we cut back to the meeting and we find out that Caitlin, her not abusive, but like clingy, I don't know, evil boyfriend is really into ska.
We don't know.
He's really into ska. And one of the people goes, is that the one with all the horns? And she goes, that's an oversimplification of a great music. And she's like, what happened to me?
Defending ska.
She's defending ska. It's amazing. So Renfield goes to find the three. Apparently one of them is named Doug. The other one, Mitch is the boyfriend of Caitlin, but another one is named Doug. And then one other guy. I never caught the third guy's name. I don't know. But Doug is funny because they bring him up again later. When he shows up, Renfield shows up. They give him all the drugs. And Renfield's like, what is this? He's like,
they were stealing drugs?
From the Lobos.
Okay.
Yeah, we find that out later with Kate, who is Awkwafina, who plays Rebecca. Kate's her sister. She works for the FBI. And we find out that they were rumored to have stole drugs to the Lobos. Okay. So they do think an assassin's coming to get them.
Well, when he shows up, they assume that's what he is, I guess.
Right. He's out to get them. And
all they're doing is listening to ska or whatever.
Yes, exactly.
When he
shows up. And they're like, oh, we could just give it back, man. We give it back. And he's like, what is this?
Yeah.
And he's like, who do you think I am? An assassin sent to kill us? It's like, no, I'm a friend of Caitlin's. I'm worse. I'm a friend of Caitlin's. And they laugh at him. They start to fight him. He's trying to knock them out with chloroform on a towel when the real assassin shows up. He looks like a luchador. He kind of looks like Bane from Batman. The first epic fight of the movie breaks out of many, many epic fights.
Yeah, I think this is the first time we really see that, what's his name? Renfield. The main character. The main character?
The main character.
Renfield has super strength. I don't think we really saw that before, but...
Right. Yeah. And then I think the best kill, if I could, in this is when he kicks off the assassin's head. Oh, yeah. It flies through the window, and we meet a new character because it hits the window of that character, who likes to tell people his name over. His name,
Lobo.
Teddy Lobo.
I don't remember.
You said Freddy. It's Teddy fucking Lobo.
Teddy fucking Lobo.
Right. Yeah. So he drives away in a panic. Before he does, he sees Renfield's standing there trying to put his organs back in his stomach. So he gets a full shot of Renfield.
Yeah, like the assassin likes to stab people in the stomach or something.
Right, and so so Teddy Lobo sees him. Then we cut to Officer Rebecca, played by Aquafina, who is annoyed that she is doing a traffic checkpoint for DUIs because there's real crimes going on over there, and her partner's like, you don't think that DUIs are real crimes? Which they are. And then Drive Up Like a Maniac is yelling out of the car, I'm Teddy fucking Lobo.
I think it was like, I thought this was a pretty funny joke, was because I think Rebecca says, I think that's Teddy Lobo.
Oh, yes, you're right.
And then his partner's like,
how can he be sure?
Or something. And,
right.
And then he yells out, I'm Teddy fucking Lobo.
And she goes, I'm pretty sure. So he sees the traffic stop, and instead of turning around and driving away, because the cops are on foot, he gets out and runs away with the drugs.
Yeah, he's pretty incompetent.
He is. Yelling, I have a prescription for this. And he throws it. Throwing it at them. He hits Rebecca's partner in the face, and he's like, did he throw drugs at me? Did he throw drugs at me?
Yeah.
And it's hilarious. And then Rebecca, in a pretty awesome aim with her nightstick, pulls it out, throws it, and hits him in the head to knock him out.
Yeah.
Then we cut to Renfield bringing Mitch and Doug and the other guy to Dracula. And he goes, what is this? He goes, this is Doug, I believe. And he goes, Doug is trash.
Well, this is the first time we see their lair, and it is amazing looking. I'm just picturing, I guess Renfield has a lot of free time on his hands, and he has a flair for interior decorating because it looks really, really cool.
Well, they used it at a real abandoned hospital that hasn't been used in a while.
Empty, blood bags, I guess. Yeah. It's arranged. I can't even, a web kind of around him.
It is really cool. The lighting is really cool. It's very green.
It's very colorful lighting, but dark, but green lighting, and it looks really, really cool. So
he's like, Doug is trash, which I think is hilarious. The last review we did, Doug was an angel. In this one, Doug is trash. And he says he wants the blood of a few dozen innocent people. Is that so much to ask? His wish list is happy couples, unsuspecting tourists, handful of nuns.
Oh, they're in New Orleans. I don't think we mentioned that. So
right. A handful of nuns and a busload of cheerleaders. And Renfield's like, do you mean female cheerleaders? And he's like, don't make it a sexual thing. I can eat boys. I can eat girls. Which is hilarious. And this is where we find out that Dracula's blood can heal people.
Yeah, he heals his gut wound.
Well, first he stabs it again.
Oh, I don't know.
Because he's mad at him for bringing in the trash.
Dog
and then he cuts his wrist open or something and feeds him the blood onto his wound so it heals. We cut to Officer Rebecca at the station, and Teddy's under arrest. He's in a room by himself, confessing to everything. He's like, we've killed so many people, dozens of people. I was there. We killed them all. And Rebecca's like, no one's even talked to him yet. He's confessing to everything. Then his lawyer shows up. She gets him out. No questions asked. Rebecca's really unhappy. Her boss is like, stop trying to take down the mob. She's like, hey, he just flicked off a room full of cops, and you don't do anything about it. And they're like, you tell us fuck you all the time. And she's like, I think it might be the first time she goes, fuck you, Kyle.
I don't remember.
She's in the hallway kicking a chair, and we meet her sister Kate, who works for a task force in the FBI. Rebecca's taking it out on her sister that the FBI hasn't done anything to take down the Lobos family, because the Lobos family is who killed their father, who was a cop.
Right.
Yeah. So Teddy goes home. We meet his mother, who's torturing some guy.
I don't know that the FBI just hang around the police station.
I don't think so either. I mean,
they have their own office.
I would think so too. It's just too convenient.
She's just hanging around there.
Right.
Just to have a chit chat.
And so Teddy Lobo's mother, who I forget her name, says they need to silence Rebecca because she's just a nuisance. She's always coming after them.
Although pretty ineffectually.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. I mean, it's obvious that they seem to get away with everything.
Yeah, they bought out the cops.
They've bought out the cops. There's nothing she can do.
Yeah.
Rebecca,
her sister's in the FBI and doesn't seem to be able to do anything.
Right.
So,
yeah. So Rebecca goes off investigating with her partner. Their partner sees something written on the wall, and he's like, what is this? And she goes, I think that's Ska. And he goes, Ska's not dead. Fuck. And then I think we see her find a pin either here or in the next scene.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're a huge fan of Ska,
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
like a lot of jokes in this movie.
That's true. I think it's kind of funny. This might have been the least funniest ska joke, but it was still. I still giggled. We see Renfield at a restaurant, and he sees with him happy couples, handful of nuns, unsuspecting tourists, and a busload of cheerleaders show up. And he's like, "No."
I feel like the restaurant was also a very cool looking location.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everything's lit really well.
Really good.
It's really cool. It's really fun. Kind of looked like a place you go to club, not to eat.
I mean, to me, it would be pretty easy to get all those cheerleaders back in the bus and you just drive them over to Dracula's house.
I mean, if you convince them that you had somewhere cool for them to party or something.
Just wait for them to get back in the bus and kill the driver. You just drive them back.
Yeah. I mean, if he's super strong, they wouldn't be able to take him down.
He's not doing a great job. I'm just saying. He's not
he doesn't. He's not motivated to do his job.
Motivated.
What he tries to do is he gets the chloroform out. He's going after the nun, at least one of the nuns. He's not gonna get a few of them to chloroform them. When the cop walk in, it's Rebecca and her partner, and he's holding it in his hand like, "Oh shit, I need to hide this chloroform."
Yeah.
So he goes away. Then Teddy and the gang show up in wolves' masks, and I think it's like a werewolf and vampire kind of thing.
Oh, I thought it was just Lobos. Isn't Lobos mean wolves?
Does it mean wolves? Maybe that does. And I completely missed that. I just thought it was like if you wear there will be werewolves. I mean, where would there be vampires?
Espanol.
All right, so Lobos means wolves in Espanol.
It does.
Thank you, Margo. All right. So they come in a wolf's mask. They point a gun at Officer Rebecca's head, saying, "You can join us or I'm going to shoot you in the head." Like I shot your father. And she's like, "Did you really do it? Or was it one of your lackeys? Can you really do it?" He's like, "I can shoot you." He's like, "Shoot me now then." And he's like, he can't pull the trigger. And his lackey's like, "I'll do it. I'll do it." He's like, "Shut up. I can do this." He doesn't. Renfield dropped his bugs, so he's struggling to get one. And then a fly shows up out of nowhere. And so he's able to... Like, we assume he used to fly because all of a sudden he flies in the air, tackles that guy. That with the gun, Teddy. And then another epic fight breaks out. A lot of gore, of course, like everything. My favorite moment, which the film even knows it's the best part of this fight, because Rebecca goes, "Did you take a guy's arms off with a decorative platter?" It's like, "Yes, I did." And it was epic. Like, his arms just disappear. It is a crazy fight. And then they have a moment where she's like, "You're a hero." And he's like, I'm a what? He's like, "I'm a hero. You're a hero. I wish more people were like you." But thinks she's a hero because she stood up to them. And no one's ever, Yeah,
and he doesn't stand up to Dracula or whatever.
Right, so he's like, he goes back home after this.
Yeah, he gets like a crush on Rebecca.
He does, completely.
She doesn't seem to feel one way or the other about him.
Right, she just thinks he's a witness.
Helped her.
And he goes back home, and Dracula reveals his plan to Renfield to rule the world. Renfield doesn't seem happy about this concept. So he goes back to the support group. When we get there, Carol is speaking to the group about her relationship. He runs in and says, "I need to get out of a toxic relationship." And Carol goes, "Fuck Carol, I guess. I hate her too." She's about to cry, like, poor Carol. And then this is where he says, they're like, start from the beginning. He's like, "I was following Bob because I thought Bob would make a great..." And Bob goes, "Friend?" He goes, "Yes, Bob." He goes, "Thanks." Like, oh no. And he tells them he's in a toxic relationship. They're like, "You don't need to be there. You're supporting him." What is like, "Who's it with?" It's like, "With my boss." He goes, "What if you didn't do everything he wanted?" He goes, "Then he couldn't rise to full power." And he goes, "Yes, he couldn't rise to full power. Why did you say it like that?"
That was a really good delivery.
It was.
I don't know why you said it like that, but yes.
Then we have a movie montage where the group gives them ideas on how to fix them up. Carol recommends a brush. She's like, "Have you heard of a brush?" One of the other guys says, "I clean those fingernails." Caitlin, I think, is the one that says, "I'll go on a spa day with you."
Yeah, because up to now, Renfield's like wearing like a ratty suit
from like the 1920s.
Yeah, I guess he just never changed his
suit.
It's like falling apart. He's like obviously doesn't take showers or whatever.
Yeah, so they update his wardrobe, and at the end of that montage, we cut to Rebecca, who brings in something like 20 witnesses to confess.
Oh, for everyone from the restaurant?
Everyone from the restaurant to confess against the Lobos. But it's like the next day. Because that was night. Now it's morning. She convinced them to all... Hey, everybody show up at 9 a.m.
I don't know when did I mean, well, let's not logic this to death. But
Oh,
I'm like,
sure.
when did Renfield have his whole like he like rented an apartment, like got a whole new wardrobe,
Right?
Like, what is the timeline on this?
You're completely right.
I don't know.
It's too much to take it to. Renfield shows up with flowers in front of the group.
Yeah.
And then Kyle goes, "Is this your boyfriend, Rebecca?"
He's wearing a really cute sweater.
Yes, for sure. And then she gets to deliver, "Shut the fuck up, Kyle," which is awesome. Then we cut to the Lobos, who have hacked a government website to put a trace on Renfield's face. Okay. So they can look to it. Then we see Rebecca give Kate the pin.
Oh, it has like DNA on it.
Right. She's like, this was found outside the crime
They
scene.
get blood on it.
Yeah. It's like, this was found out of the crime scene of these three people. We know the one was Mitch and Doug.
Yeah.
And the other guy.
Yeah, that's right.
And
What is Kate doing? Unclear.
I don't know. I mean,
she's just like hanging around.
I'm sure she's got multiple cases she's working on.
I guess that's it.
Which, like, we never see in cop shows. They're obviously, it's not just one case.
I don't know what she's doing. It's unclear,
like,
but yeah.
I know you don't read detective novels, but I read detective novels. And one detail that they say the movies always miss is that a cop or detective always has like 8 or 10 cases on their desk.
For sure.
And they can't clear them all.
Right.
You know, they don't get one case at a time.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming she's got a lot.
I just don't understand why she's at the police station.
You're right.
But whatever. Okay.
Right. Then we see, because the Lobos have that tracking, they find where Renfield goes. And they go to attack him at that hospital, the abandoned hospital. And they run into Dracula. So the gang fights Dracula. They call. Ronnie's like, "Call my mom."
Yeah.
like, oh, that's your great decision. Call your mom. So, and the mom's like, "Did you butt dial me again?" This is where Dracula picks him up. And he's like, "I'm Teddy fucking Lobo." And he goes, "I'm Count Dracula." And he's like, "You win." Which is awesome. And then Teddy tells Dracula they were just trying to change Renfield because Renfield, while they were trying to do some evil, Renfield saved a bunch of innocent people, which pisses Dracula off.
Yeah, he's mad. That's the opposite of what he wants him to do.
So when Renfield gets home at his new apartment, Dracula's there sitting on the dining table.
Again, what a great set dressing.
It's
All
nice.
I can think is Renfield's an amazing interior decorator.
It's gotta be. It's very orangey.
Yeah, very bright and cheerful.
It's the exact opposite
of this Dracula dungeon
exactly.
or whatever.
Did you see the subtle nod to how Dracula got in?
No.
So Renfield sees Dracula.
Oh, was it like a welcome mat?
It was a welcome mat.
Yeah,
he looks back out the door and he's like, "Damn it!" Because he sees the welcome mat.
Which is like welcome come in or something.
Mine
like that.
says "Our happy place." It doesn't say welcome in.
I don't know what mine says. I should make sure that it's Dracula proof, I guess.
But it's funny that I've always been afraid of vampires, even though I know they're not real.
Oh man!
So I definitely went with
I would love to be bitten by a vampire, as long as I'm going to be turned into a vampire. Not
I mean, I'd like to be a sparkly one.
Yeah, that's the best kind.
That's
obviously.
the best kind. I would love to be a sparkly vampire.
I mean, I'll take a classic vampire, whatever.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
fun.
again, Interview with the Vampire. Vampires are nice. I think they age a year every 10 years or so.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad. They get freaking old though. After hundreds of years.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Dracula's, tearing him a new one for everything. And Renfield's like, "I will no longer tolerate abuse." He pulls out the book, shoves it in Dracula's face.
Yeah, his self-help book.
Yes. And Dracula grabs the book, like, "What is this nonsense?" Turns it around and sees it's from the church support group.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Of course, the church. Like, you would work with the church." Rebecca and her partner are investigating Doug. Like missing, goes to speak to his girlfriend and finds the girlfriend of Mitch there.
Doug is trash.
Doug is trash. And they're partying together. And then they're like, "Wait, how did you two meet?" And they're like, "Oh, we met at this great support group." So now we know everybody's going to this support group. So Renfield runs in. Carol is talking again.
Oh, poor Carol.
And she goes, "Can I get through one fucking share, please?" Which is awesome. I love that. And he's like, "We gotta leave. And it's like, no, it's fine. Let's talk." He goes, let's just go somewhere safe till dawn. And Dracula's there. And you hear the guy that leads the meeting. "Are you here for the meeting? Well, come on in." And Renfield's like, "No." But no one lived in the gym. It's anybody's welcome in there. It's not someone's home.
Yeah.
So I don't think it mattered if he said "welcome in." And they're like, "Who are you?" He's dressed stylish, top hat and everything. Nice
Looks
suit.
great.
He does. He goes, "Some call me the Dark One, others the Lord of Death." However, to most,
great delivery.
I'm simply known as Renfield's boss.
That was like you know what that really gave me? The scene in Thor where he says, it's, what does he say? My coworker or something like that?
Oh, he goes,
I know him.
I know him. He's a
work.
friend from work.
Right.
Oh, this is great. And Loki's like, oh no.
Anyway, I kind of gave you the vibes of that. But yeah, Renfield's
I can see
boss.
that. Renfield's boss is so good. Dracula gets really mad about that.
Yeah.
And he goes, Dracula. And then he says, let's eat. He kills the whole group in seconds. Renfield's left there moping over the bodies when Officer Rebecca and her partner comes in and they arrest Renfield because he's the only one there with the dead bodies.
Yeah.
Okay, now she asks her partner to call it in. The whole force shows up.
Yeah.
And I know we don't want to analyze it to death, but I do want to analyze this. They show up, they offer her a raise, a promotion, and we get another great Kyle line. You can have Kyle's parking spot. And he goes, what? And the boss, the chief, goes, fuck you, Kyle, which I loved. And Kyle's like, congratulations. So we learn her partner's corrupt, just like the rest of the force. Mm-hmm. But she was about to bring him to the police station. Mm-hmm. She would have put him in a cell. Yeah. She would have been processing paperwork.
Yeah.
They didn't have to offer her a promotion. They just had to hand him over to the Lobos.
Just taken it.
Right, like the nothing
Why
you
not
could
just
do.
take it, you know?
I mean, if you got a family to support, I'm looking for the raise, right? Yeah, completely.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're working hard, not smart, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, as she does. So
there's a lot of incompetence in this movie.
Completely. Like. So she shoots a light, like one light is all you need, and with the entire police force there, is able to get him in a car and drive away without dying. Mm-hmm.
And Renfield doesn't even like kill anybody or anything.
Yeah, he's still in handcuffs.
Yeah. Well, he could probably break those handcuffs.
They could, but
yeah,
I guess
whatever.
He's being good.
Or he hasn't eaten any bugs. I don't know.
Maybe not. Maybe.
Who knows?
So they run away and they hide in Renfield's apartment. He makes her cookies. And
yeah.
She goes, you remember what she calls them?
Well, I know because you wrote it down.
Oh, okay. It's like, I don't want your murder cookies. Rebecca calls Kate and then eats a cookie, and they set up a meetup. Teddy comes home, prodigal son returns to introduce Dracula to his mom. We get to learn in this scene. Oh, hold up. Sorry, I went ahead. Teddy is explaining to Dracula that their whole point is being evil.
Yeah.
And if he wants to rule the world through evil, that's like his whole fucking family motto.
Yeah.
And so Dracula gets really happy, and Teddy can't tell if he's like, are you happy or are you going to fuck me up?
He's doing like an evil laugh.
Yes. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, it's so great though. He's like, are you happy or are you going to fuck me up? It's like awesome. Okay. So then the cops attack Renfield's apartment. Renfield had given away all his bugs during the time during the montage when he was changing his life. Yeah. So during that time, he had given an ant to a kid who was starting an ant farm. Oh, yeah. He breaks into their house, steals the ant farm, and the mom was like, you're a bad man, Mr. Renfield. He eats all the ants, and then crazy attack scene.
Yeah, this is wild.
It is wild. It's the best part is this whole sequence.
Yeah, this is
great. He rips off the guy's arms, both of his arms. He swings them around like nunchucks.
Yeah.
Attacking a bunch of people. Then flips them around in his hand one at a time and throws them like javelins, stabbing two people through the chest and pinning them to the wall.
Yeah, this fight is bananas, but in a fun way.
It is. I mean, there's no way that arm would pierce through a chest.
No.
All right, then we get when Teddy's back home. This is where the prodigal son returns. We learn the super convenient dark metal windows that come down to make a room completely dark. I mean, I guess if you are the mafia, you want some privacy.
You could just use regular curtains, though.
Or you could just use regular curtains.
Just like blinds, you know.
It's just super convenient.
But whatever. Maybe they like to have sleepovers and they like it to be dark.
That's what it is. So he brings in Dracula and Dracula meets mom.
Yeah.
And he's like, we have a lot to talk about. She's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Dracula and mom get along really well.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Then we cut to some like outdoor restaurant area. Rebecca and Renfield are waiting for Kate. She doesn't show up. So Rebecca calls Kate and then the Lobo's mom answers. And we find out they have her sister. We cut to another montage scene where they're arming up. They get weapons, holy water. They say they need lots of bugs. And he tells her that he could teach her how to make a protection circle. And Rebecca doesn't want to learn. She's like, we don't have time for that.
Yeah.
They arrive at the Lobos, and all the gang, except the mom, have been made familiars.
Yeah.
And the grossest scene, even with all the gore. Now, I know earlier in the movie we saw Teddy Lobo snorting coke, but he snorts a centipede up his nose, and then his eyes turn gold, and then we see all the other henchmen come out with their eyes are already gold, and we have another epic fight scene. Ugh. I guess my favorite kill from this one is when Renfield just stomps the guy's head and it turns to juice, like it just like liquid everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of gross stuff happening.
But a great Rebecca scene here with a Rebecca against Teddy fucking Lobos is when she goes, "Shit, I'm out," and Teddy Lobos goes, "You think I need guns too?" And he goes, "What the fuck?" And she comes around the corner with a shotgun. He threw his guns down, and she shoots him. Which is great. The guns, by the way, are like gold and black. And while they're not an exact replica, they look like a reference to Troy's gun, Nicolas Cage's guns as Troy in Face Off.
Oh, that's cool.
So I think it's an homage. Rebecca gets in there, and Dracula starts trying to win her over by saying that he's going to resurrect Kate.
Is Kate dead?
She looks dead on that table.
I don't remember. But is she actually dead?
She is, because at the end of the movie, they say that...
they like just revive her.
They revive her, right? We'll get to it. But they say that they gave her Dracula blood.
Yeah, okay.
So Renfield and Teddy get into their fight.
Yeah.
Renfield's trying to convince him that it's not a good trade-off.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'm the yin to your yang. Like, well, you never embraced your power. I'm embracing it.
Yeah.
Because I'm amazing and you're shit."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Look, it comes with a cost. You'll be his slave." And Teddy goes, "No, see, that's where you're wrong, because Master told me shit." Like, as he realized he had to call him Master.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Renfield eats a bug right before delivering a kick. It shatters all the bones in Teddy's body. Pretty gross. Yeah. He hits the ground and dies.
Yeah. Teddy's donezo.
And so Renfield enters the room with Dracula and Rebecca.
Now, do you think that Renfield is more powerful because he ate more bugs, or because he's just older?
I think it has to be the older thing, because he took them all on.
He's been familiar for a long
time. I don't think you can...
Maybe throughout the years he's been drinking Dracula blood, so he's stronger.
Could be, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think experience from fighting, maybe. But also, I think the older you get as a familiar, the stronger you get.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's my theory.
I don't know. Sure.
But yeah.
Why not?
So... Renfield enters the room with Dracula and Rebecca. Rebecca fakes accepting the offer only to get close to him in an embrace and hits the switch to open the windows. And then she's like, shit, like it didn't work. She recloses and then opens again, and then it does work. Which in that time, Dracula did not run away, did not take the switch away.
No.
The blinds open. He's like, he starts getting burned.
I mean, I feel like he had time to run away.
He did.
He just kind of stands there and lets himself get burned.
So he turns to bats, which is when we see him turn to bats. He flies past Lobo's mother. He flies into a basement type area. They chase after him. Then Renfield's down for the count right now. He's injured. And Dracula and Rebecca are in a fight. She keeps shooting where she thinks he's at. Keeps missing. He's like taunting her, playing with his food. Then he picks her up and she just shoots him in the foot. And he's like, "Oh, you shot my foot." And she's like, "Yeah, it still bleeds." And it drips into Renfield's mouth.
Yeah.
So that he can drink it. He jumps up into the air, grabs Dracula's face, and I thought he was trying to pull its head off.
Yeah.
But he ends up ripping his fangs out.
Yeah.
And then Dracula's like, "You can't take my fangs away," and 2 more fangs grow right away.
Yeah. So
but
that was a waste of time.
Right. But then Renfield starts punching the crap at him with the fangs, blooding up his own face.
That's right. That's
so
right.
He's
using them as a weapon.
He is. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And Dracula gets the upper hand again. Renfield remembers his support group, and they're his when he's getting beat up, he remembers "You can do it, you can do it." And when he goes to attack, all of a sudden he's stuck in a protection circle, and so he looks at Rebecca, and he's like, "You made a protection circle?" And she's like, "Yeah, I looked it up on a Wiccan Tumblr."
Yeah.
And he's like, "What'd you use to make it?" She's like, "I used the cocaine."
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
It was fun.
The cocaine.
She's like, "Any kind of powder works apparently, as long as you say the right thing." So they're like, "What do we do now?" And they look at all the weapons that are about to torture Dracula. Dracula says right as they're about to do it that he would like to spend a season in hell, because that's where all the fun people are. And then they beat him up with every torture device they have. They turn him to ash. They pour the ash into concrete cubes like ice trays to make concrete shoes, and they send those down the sewer because it's like, to be fair, there's a lot of lore on how to kill vampires.
Yeah, so let's just
do as much as we can.
Yeah.
Then we cut to Kate, where we find out she was resurrected. Oh, actually, before that, we see her arresting Mrs. Lobos. Earlier in the movie, she said that to take the promotion because success is the best revenge. She throws that line back in her face saying, "You're right. Success is the best revenge." And she says something in French, and then Rebecca replies with "Au revoir, bitch." And then Kate is like, "So he said I was dead and you gave me Dracula blood?" I was like, "No, it's like vitamins and stuff." It's like, so I can get him at GNC? And she's like, "Yeah, no problem."
Yeah, I think they had a picture, like a lemonade picture that just had like a label on it that said Dracula blood.
Yeah, at the support group. Yeah.
Is that? Oh,
it was at the support group, right?
Later.
Yo, it's the very next scene.
Yeah.
So we cut to the support group, and the leader of the support group, or the guy that runs it, appears really psychologically damaged. He's like, "Thank you for Renfield for bringing us all back to life, even though we saw some stuff that we can't unsee. But we're really grateful to be back." Then they say, "Are you gonna, are they gonna be okay?" And Renfield's like, "Yeah, they'll be fine." And then the movie cuts to a bunch of pictures on the wall. We see that picture with Dracula's blood on it, and it ends by playing the song "I'm Free" by Soup Dragons, because they're free of their toxic relationship. Right. So the whole movie was about getting out of a toxic relationship. Oh man, did you have a favorite character in this?
I mean, Nicolas Cage was top notch in this movie. He's Nicolas Caging it up, like I said, and it was chef's kiss.
It was good. It was good. I think I covered all of the funniest parts in the movie because I made a list of them, but they're good. I
don't know that I would say the movie was hilarious, but it was definitely like a lighthearted tone.
I didn't definitely.
It had very dark elements to it.
I remember laughing harder the first time.
Yeah.
And then I did in subsequent viewings.
Yeah.
But I still like it. I will watch it again.
It's really fun.
It is fun. It's a fun movie, and I kind of maybe watch it once a year. I don't know. For a little bit. But I like it a lot.
I mean, I think I could have lost the whole mob plot line. I don't know what you would have put in there.
Yeah.
Instead, but it could have just been about Renfield and Dracula somehow, I feel
Somehow. Well, yeah, maybe. But I could keep the mob and lose the cops.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
We wouldn't have got "Fuck You, Kyle."
Wow.
But we still had Doug as trash.
They had another mobster that they were saying "fuck you" to.
Right, exactly. Right. "Fuck you, Teddy."
I know. Yeah, it's like there's a lot of things going on, and I'm like, what? Why? Yeah. They tried to like shoehorn in like a love story maybe, but there really wasn't anything happening there.
Right.
Except for bring the flowers to the station. Yeah, I think something interesting which does not fit the tone of the movie.
Yeah.
Was I remember at the beginning that when he was talking about his past. Renfield's like, "I abandoned my daughter and my wife to become like."
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's dark. That's really sad and dark.
Yeah.
I never mentioned again.
I know, because I was trying to figure out if there's more to that story, but it doesn't seem to be.
I mean, I don't remember what. See, I don't think I ever read Dracula. I don't remember what happens exactly to Renfield.
I don't think I ever finished Dracula. I think I started Dracula.
I don't know. I know he's like a lawyer and he comes to do some kind of like contract or something, and then whatever. It doesn't matter. So
I have a follow-up question.
Yeah.
So, if let's say you were hired to make a sequel, write a sequel.
All right.
Where would you take the story?
I mean, obviously have to resurrect Dracula, I think.
Yeah.
The movie is not going to be good without Nicolas Cage back.
You're right.
And then what? I don't know. That's an interesting question. Why? Do you have an idea?
No, I mean, well, I think I have more ideas for spin-offs. But you would have to get somebody that is just as crazy as Nicolas Cage to play a good role. So like a really good character actor.
Yeah.
Heck, maybe get John Travolta to play a crazy role. But have Renfield battle like a different type of creature. Like a werewolf. Right.
Oh, that'd be
right. And then you could make Renfield like a kind of hero throughout other movies. I think that would be fun.
Yeah. I think that if Nicolas Cage was, in my opinion, the best part of the movie.
You're right.
If you don't bring him back, then I don't know.
It's risky. Yeah, it's risky.
Yeah, you're right. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
But so this is my biggest pet peeve of this movie is I think it could be an amazing movie.
Yeah.
But, who knows? Like, it could have been, like, a lot of cooks in the kitchen, like, doctoring up the script, or who knows? Like, there might have been a lot of notes on the original plan or whatever. I don't know. But I'm just like, what? Why? But, yeah, I don't know.
Sure. All right.
What else? Anything?
No, I think that's what I got. I mean, we talk about all the funny parts and, our favorite characters. The partner annoyed me. He wasn't that funny.
There's no point to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was like a lot of unnecessary parts. Like, what is the partner didn't bring anything to it.
Yeah.
So why? Her sister really didn't need to be in there. She was already going to go after Lobos.
She was in 3 scenes, I think.
Yeah, she was going to go after Lobos no matter what for her dad. So the sister did not need to be in there. She did not need motivation. Yeah. So I don't know. It's just like I feel like there's a lot of abandoned storylines, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
But,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
But overall fun. Nicolas Cage, top tier.
Yeah, completely. He's amazing. All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening to Nightmare Echoes. I hope you join us next week. I think we're going to talk about warm bodies.
A non-horror movie.
What? It's zombies.
Zombies.
It's zombies. What's scarier than zombies? What's scarier than zombies and love? That's scary. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Hi, this is graphic designer Jackson. I'm first saying thank you for listening, and I want to ask you to please like and subscribe. Also, we're now on Instagram at Nightmare Echoes Pod. Finally, if you would like to email us, we are at nightmareechoespod@gmail.com. Thank you again for listening.